Welcome back to my shed, and in this video I'm going to show you what you can make from some firewood and some pallet corners. I just want to show that you can make something nice out of wood, out of rubbish wood. And I was watching a video on YouTube by Johnny Builds where he made our bandsaw box, which I was going to try. I did the same method he did with folding it in half and doing that, drawing the outline and then popping it over on the other side to make it equal each side, and just hopefully see how this turns out, and hopefully it looks alright, and hope you stay around for the build. One of the first things I had to do was glue one of the pallet corners back together. While I was taking the pallet apart, it did break. I'll start off by squaring off one side of each square block. Now that's done, I'll be gluing the blocks into blocks of 2. While they are drying, I am now milling down this bit of firewood. I'm cutting it down to size. I had to keep trimming bits off to make sure I could get it to fit through my bandsaw. And then when I was happy, I then cut it down into 2 boards. These are now dry, so now I'll be squaring up one edge again on them. So then I can get ready to glue them all back together again, so hopefully make the big panel this time. Just checking the outfit's on alright, and it misses all the screw holes from the pallet blocks, giving it a quick blast with the sander, just to make sure it's nice and flat. And now it's time to glue it together with both bits of the firewood. Just trimming off the excess, now hitting it again with the sander, spraying on the template, and cutting it out on the bandsaw. Time to cut the back off, get ready to then start cutting out the drawers, and as you can see I've started doing that now. The only fault I did on this one is that the bottom drawer, the bottom and the middle drawer are too close together, so it's quite a thin piece of wood there, but it held up fine in the final project, so it wasn't too big of an issue, but it was just a bit of a pain. Now starting on the drawers, I'm cutting off all the backs and fronts of the drawers and drawing the bits to scoop out on the drawers. And this is the point where I worked out I cut the wrong side off. I actually scooped the bottom of the drawer out instead of the top of the drawer, so I've had to re-glue it together and then recut, and then it isn't too much of a problem in the final project, but it was just a pain that happened. Just mixed up some epoxy with some sawdust so I could fill up any holes, and re-gluing where I messed up the cutting out the drawer. Now give them a quick sand. Just checking the drawers fit in there, and this is where I realise I've done the same thing again. So I had to quickly fix that, as well as glue the front of these drawers on. Give everything a quick sand inside because I won't be able to get into there afterwards. Added the glue and then glued the back on. Clamped that. Now checking the drawers fit. Now clean up the drawers. Did some wood glue and sawdust this time instead of epoxy. All the drawers fit in there nicely, giving the front a quick sand. Now to sort out the eyes and the beak. Also cut a couple little small bits that I'd stuck on the inside off camera of the actual box, so it meant the drawer sat level. just gluing on the eyes and the draw pulls in the nose. Now finishing with a bit of Danish oil. Just look how that colour pops. And it's weird thinking that this is literally a piece of firewood and some pallet blocks. I think the colour comes out amazing on this. And then just give a quick coat of wax. Now look at that outcome, doesn't it look great? I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoyed seeing what I turned a bit of firewood and some pallet blocks into. If you liked the video, you should give it a thumbs up. If you want to give me a follow to find out what else I've got going on. I do post on Instagram quite a lot, which will give you more up-to-date stuff what I do. And see you in the next one.